Kelly Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube will notify you every time I'm uploading a new video, depending on the notification that you choose in the bell and the drop-down menu. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today I am bringing to you a new series of videos that I'm going to be bringing to you on Thursdays, and I'm going to go with the theme of Throwback Thursdays. And every Thursday I thought that it would be fun to bring to you some of my oldies but goodies, some of those DIYs that I've done over the last 5 years that are my absolute favorite DIYs. I was online the other day, I was going through my analytics of YouTube, and I saw that I had 600 videos that I had uploaded, 600 DIYs that I've actually uploaded and brought to you all over the last 4 or 5 years. And I thought, wow, there are some of these DIYs that just aren't being seen anymore that are my absolute favorites. DIYs that I've actually kept and incorporated in my home decor because I loved them so much. And so I thought, you know, I think it'll be fun to bring back some of these DIYs, show some of you new subscribers some of these old videos, these old tutorials, only I'm gonna do a bit more editing on them. It is going to be the actual tutorial itself, but I figured I'd mute it out and I'd forward it and try to edit it a bit better than I had in the beginning when I wasn't so good at editing and the quality wasn't the best. I figured I'd enhance the quality. Like I said, do some editing, do a voiceover on it, and make it a bit more quicker than the 20 or 30-minute tutorials that they are right now. So you'll want to make sure and stay tuned every Thursday for Throwback Thursdays and what old DIY, old but goodie DIY that I'll be bringing to you, bringing back to life, we'll call it, every Thursday. Today, I'm going to be bringing to you a DIY that I thought was suiting to start off with because it's something that I get asked about in almost every video when I have this background, and it is these candles here in the background. I get asked a lot about these candles. I get asked if I have a DIY for them, and I most definitely do. So let's not waste any more time. Let's throw back to 3 years ago when I first did this tutorial, and let me show you how easy and budget-friendly this Dollar Tree DIY is. Fun fact, this was my very first DIY subscriber request from Jeanette Martin, and this really was what got me started on doing subscriber requests. Alrighty, let's get started with what you're gonna need for this DIY, and the majority of it you can get from the Dollar Tree. You're gonna need 6 of these glass candle holders, 3 of these cylinder vases, 3 pillar candles. You can use regular candles or LED. I'm going with the LED. You'll also need 1 bag of sand, and I went with the color of sable, some twine, and I'll also be using Krylon's Color Master. This is a paint and primer all-in-one in the color of Satin Almond. In this DIY, we'll be making a set of 3 glass candle holders. I'm gonna start off by putting some E6000 along the top edge of this candle holder. Then I'm gonna just simply place a cylinder vase right on top. Then I'm gonna take 2 more of the candlestick holders, place some E6000 on the top edge again. Then I'm gonna take a glass candle holder and flip it upside down and place it top to top, if that makes any sense. Then on the bottom edge of this glass candle holder, I'm gonna place another holder right on top, bottom to bottom. We need to put a cylinder vase on this, so I'll be placing some E6000 again on the top and just placing the cylinder vase right on top again. Because this is E6000, you're gonna wanna let this dry and cure. I don't suggest using hot glue because hot glue does not stick very well to glass. Now this is what you should be left with after you've glued all your candlesticks together. This is supposed to be a set of 3 candlesticks, so I'm not quite sure where the smaller one went. I'm sure it's gonna turn up in this video at some point. Once the E6000 is good and dry on all of your candle holders, you're gonna take some blue painter's tape or even a masking tape if you want, and you're gonna place it along the bottom half, about an inch, inch and a half from the bottom of the vase. Then you're gonna take some paper towel, you're gonna wrap it around the top half of your vase. I'm gonna use a bit of painter's tape to hold it in place. I'm gonna tuck some of the paper towel into the vase to hold it in place. This is to keep the paint from getting on the top half of our vase. Using some of Krylon's Satin Almond Spray Paint, I'm gonna give the bottom half of these candle holders a nice coating of this spray paint. Because it's a paint and primer all in one, this is really gonna stick and you're not gonna have to worry about it cracking or chipping. Is it just me, or is this either the most satisfying or dissatisfying part of a DIY when you're peeling off the tape to see how that paint line looks? Is it a clean line or is there bleedage? Don't worry about it not being super clean. If there's just a little bit of bleedage, it's okay. What we're really worried about is just the bottom half of this. Now taking some of Tim Holtz Distress ink and a makeup sponge. This is one of my favorite ways to distress. I really love this Walnut Distress ink because it really has just this rustic, shabby chic feel to it. I'm gonna give the bottom half of these vases a good coating of this ink. This really is an optional step. If you want to use a paint, you can use a paint to distress and sand it. I just really kind of wanted that soft, subtle feel, giving it a shabby chic feel rather than a distressed, rustic, aged feel, I guess, by sanding it. It's two different looks. And so this really was the look that I was going for. It's not coming across real bright over the camera, and I'm thinking that's because of the black background, but it really has distressed nicely. Now that I've got it good and distressed, to cover up this line here, I'm gonna use some of Dollar Tree's twine, and I'm gonna wrap it around right where the paint and the glass kind of transition, if you will. And this is just gonna cover it up on the outside of these candle holders. And honestly, I am laughing out loud because even back then, I put a twine bow or a flower on everything. So here I am making a twine bow that is 3 strands thick that I'm gonna hot glue onto the front of this. If this is gonna be a centerpiece at a wedding in the middle of a table, you're gonna wanna put a bow on the front and the back side, maybe even the sides of it if you wanted to, just so it looks finished from all angles. Now taking some of the sable sand from the Dollar Tree, I wanted to elevate the candle a bit, and I also wanted to disguise the paint line. And so I thought, what better way to do that than to use a nice sand? And so I'm gonna use this sand, I'm gonna fill it up to the line. Then I'm gonna take my LED candle from the Dollar Tree, and just to tie it all in together, give it a more finished feel, a more shabby chic feel, I figured I'd hot glue some twine around the outside of the candle as well. This hands down was one of my favorite first DIYs that I ever did, and it was honestly one of my first video requests that I got from Jeanette Martin. I don't know if she's watching my videos anymore, but if she is, thank you, Jeanette, because you are definitely somebody that I remember. I remember you in my comments, and I hope that you're still around and you pop in from time to time, because this was definitely one of my favorite video request, and I was so glad to do it. And I think that that was what actually got me started doing subscriber requests back then. And I think the outcome was great, and a lot of people have asked about these, and so I thought that it would be a fun first Throwback Thursday oldie but goodie to bring to you all. I hope you all enjoy this series, and if you want to see more of these Throwback Thursdays, these oldie but goodies of mine, leave me a comment in the comments below, because like I say, I always go off of your feedback. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes, because each and every one of those thumbs up, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget, and bye for now, everybody.